Hello, I'm Lori Rebar, a librarian at FAU Libraries. I'm going to talk with you about citation tools, also sometimes known as citation managers. So first of all, what is a citation tool or citation manager and why would you use it? It can be used to keep all of your citations in one place. You can organize your citations using folders that you create or collections. Some of the citation managers will call them collections. I often will do this based upon a paper that I'm doing or a particular topic. I can also add tags to put in more detailed information. I can import and export citations from other citation managers as well as from databases, the library's catalog, etc. I can also find and remove duplicate citations. This also will help me in formatting citations. I can choose from the multiple citation styles that are available, or I can make my own. So if I have a professor who says, use this particular style, but change this just a little bit, I can go ahead, make that edit, and then have my citations in that particular style. I can also edit the metadata of the citation, so the information in the citations, when it's brought in, it's hopefully correct, but you can always add things, correct things, etc. You can also save and attach article documents. Often they're going to be in PDFs, so you can read, highlight, put notes, annotate those PDFs. This is great because then you have the PDF right there next to the citation, click on it, and you can read it. You can also download a citation plugin to link the Citation Manager to MS Word so that they will correspond with each other and one will give information into the other. You can get a browser add-on for Chrome or Firefox, whatever, and you can then save citations from websites into your Citation Manager. You can also collaborate with others, which would allow you to share references and ideas. So the basic citation managers you'll usually hear of now are EndNote. FAU Libraries has a free basic web, it's not full featured, but a basic web version that's available to anybody at no fee. It can be found through our subscription database, Web of Science. It has unlimited storage, and that means that when you put those PDFs, you save the PDFs, you don't have to worry about how many you put in there. If you want the full featured version, you can currently purchase it for $116 as a student. However, they do charge you for upgrades. Mendeley is the next one we'll talk about, and that's what I'm going to be demoing for you. I like it because it's free. It comes as a desktop, which I can run off of my laptop or any other of my computers, but there's also a web-based version, so it's easy for me to get to that information. The difference between the two is currently the desktop has more features than the web-based. They are working to put more features into the web-based. As far as storage for those PDFs, I get 2 gigabytes for free. If I want to purchase additional storage, I may. Zotero also has the desktop and the web-based versions, and these ones that have desktop and web-based can also synchronize, so it makes it easy to make sure you have the latest information no matter which format you're looking at. Zotero only gives you 300 megabytes of storage for your PDFs, not quite as much as Mendeley or definitely not as much as EndNote, but you can get additional storage for a fee. Let me show you just a little bit about the types of features you're going to be able to see. You're going to be able to add new citations. You can look at all of your references. You can see this is highlighted and this is saying all references up here, so it's easy for me to see what collection I'm looking at. It also automatically has a recently added, recently read. This column right here shows me those items that are unread. Those are the ones with the green dots. So this is a nice feature in Mendeley. I can also favorite, so I click on a star and that will put that in the favorites, and I can just click on favorites and see those articles that I especially want to see. If I've published or co-authored or authored anything, I can put things in my publications. So that's kind of nice. There's also a column here, and it does have little boxes. So if I want to do something with multiple files and do one type of operation in them, I can check those off. Down here are my collections that I've started. Across the top, I'll see that the columns are by author, year of publication, title, etc. And I can sort any of these based upon the column that I want. In this case, this happens to be the web-based manager that I'm showing you right now. It says File here, and I'll see that there's some icons towards the bottom that show me that I have some PDF files saved. It does tell me that it knows who I am. Here's my synchronization. I could also use F5. I can do a search, and I also have a place to be able to filter. I've made a list here of the websites for Mendeley, EndNote, and Zotero. You can log in there, you can set up your accounts, and there's also a Citation Tools guide where we have information about all three of these citation managers in one place, and also a citation guide. At this point, I'm going to go directly into the live Mendeley and show you a few more things. So we're looking at Mendeley Desktop right now. Remember, that's the one with the full features. I'm going to show you a few things. Again, I mentioned the library and the collections that I have here. In some cases, you'll see that I have a little arrow. That's because I put a subfolder or subfolders. So that's nice to know that you can do that if you have a topic that you want to break down. I'm going to go here to Library Science. This shows me right here. In this case, it's showing me this is where the paper is. This is the PDF that I have attached. So I could click on the PDF and see just the PDF. If I click right here, I'm seeing that. I'm going to close out the PDF right here, close tab, and now I'm able to see the information about the PDF. I can also change the size of this, so if I want to look at all of the information about that PDF, again, I can click here. I can edit any of the information by clicking in it. Here's my abstract that was brought in. Tags, I could go ahead and put in a tag. It can be more than one word. I'm again going to be using a semicolon here. And now those are showing up here. Notice they now show up in the tags over here also. And I can just click on these and be able to find the articles based upon the tags. So that's kind of fun to be able to do that. As you get more and more articles, it probably will become a necessity. So here I'm seeing no documents selected, and again, I can change the size of things, I can clear things easily and make things easy for me to work with. I have tabs across the top: File, Add Files, Add Folders, Add a Manual Entry, Import, so I can import from a database, from another citation manager, from the library's catalog, or from an article. I want to export things or import things in RIS format, so export from something else to import into Mendeley. I can synchronize the library with F5, very easy. Edit items here, full features. I'm looking at this right now as a table. I can look at it as citations. Go back here to view, I can change that. Here's where I change my citation style. If I don't see what I want, I can go down here to more styles, and I can look at those that are installed or also get more styles. So I have a lot of options here. I can also take a look and change things out on my toolbar. This is just showing me every time I mouse over, it will show me the text. And again, tools, that web importer that I mentioned, so you can import citations from the web. I currently have my MS Word plugin. This is where I would uninstall it, where I check for duplicates, and a full-featured help file. This includes both written and video help that's available. Here's my search box. And so lots of things that I can do. I'm going to switch you over to the web-based. So now we're looking at the Mendeley Reference Manager. That's the web-based one. You'll see that we also have these tabs, but they don't have nearly as many things that we can do within those tabs. Here's my synchronize. Here's my information about me, but when I click on it, let's see if it will work correctly. There we go. This is where I now have my help or my support files. My search, I can also filter things, and I can filter by tag, by author, I can clear my filters, etc. Again, I have all of my items that I'd seen previously. I have those same collections that I'd noted before. You also have the options for some of the groups or collaboration. In this case, instead of the file being over here, you're going to see it over here, and this little check mark is going to indicate that you have a PDF file that was downloaded. So hopefully this will give you a start, and I hope that you will also take a look at another video that we have that is going to be on how to export items so that you can then import them into Mendeley. Thanks so much.